Hey everybody, today I'm going to be sharing with you this monthly meal plan. I am on my third month, or technically the last week of the second month, and it's been going pretty good, so I think we're going to do it a third month. I'm going to be honest, this is not the perfect menu because I can tell you right now there's two meals on here that we've already been, every time I get to it we switch it out, but other than that, this has been going pretty fabulous. And so one of the things that I can't do is I cannot do a monthly grocery trip. It's turned into I just don't have the space for it, and to really pack my fridge was really difficult. We were losing a lot of food just because stuff would spoil more easy, because a packed fridge tends to do that, and I just don't have good freezer space. But I did adapt a good. You want to say hi? This is my helper. So each week, I get to take one kid out with me, and we go grocery shopping together. And it is your week, isn't it? What do you think we should go first? Which store?
We have to go what actually store we're going. No, what actually store are we going?
Well, we go to Albertsons and Staters and sometimes Walmart, but we won't need to go to Walmart this time. We're good. So, which one should we go to first?
Albertsons.
Albertsons. Okay. Anyway, we'll get back to this. So, this idea was mainly to keep things as simple as possible, but also to, if I have a basic layout, when I see stuff on sale and I pick one or two things up extra, then I would kind of already have things planned out for it, and I wouldn't have to necessarily make a menu plan based on what we had in the fridge. And this has worked out so well, so I'm here to share it with you, and kind of things that didn't work out and have worked out. This actually began differently, and if I dug through my boxes I could pick it out, but last year I had an Erin Condren, and in the back of the planner I wrote out 30, actually I think it was more than 30 meals that we just like. I had some chicken, I had some beef, just anytime we had a meal and we liked it and it wasn't written down, I wrote it down, and then as I made my menu each week, I would just pull from those. And so, in a sense, this has been based off of that. The only difference is, as I said, as we kind of adjust, since it is getting a little hotter out, stuff like soups is just, it's too hot for that. But it should work for the most part. So most of the breakfasts are the same. And this usually means I took a white out and kind of adjusted it. This is something I'm working on the back. It's just basically what meat we'll need for the whole month, what breads, things that I could potentially just be keeping an eye out for. But sorry, to get back to this. So pretty much there is no deviation from our breakfast. They're all pretty basic. Lunches, again, I need to keep them as simple as possible because I literally have a 1 hour block of time to make sure that lunch is eaten and cleaned up before I go into a second job, and I homeschool another kid, and it's a I say 4 hour, it's a 3 hour job, and so from 1 to 4 that time is taken up, and then I go into dinner time. So I need something simple because I also cook for an elderly couple every day, Monday through Friday. I make them soups every day, and I have to make basically enough for the meat or their meal that night and their lunch the next day. So it's a good chunk, a good pot of soup so that they get enough to eat. So like I said, lunches I try to keep as simple. This is the Lydia Sen recipe that I'm constantly referring to. It's just easy, simple. The only difficulty I have is just making sure I get it in the oven in time because it needs 90 minutes or 1.5 hours to cook. And then this is Pepper and Pines recipe, the tomato soup. That one, again, is quick and easy, but I do think the kids are kind of getting tired of that, so I have a potato soup alternative, or sometimes maybe we'll just like bake some potatoes and just do a baked potato bar. I don't know. That one's still kind of, we're still working the kinks out on that one. Egg salad. Thursdays are always sandwiches because I actually leave the house for work on Thursdays, and I have a house cleaning job that I do. And so my eldest sister babysits all the kids. Between her and my eldest, they have a pretty good routine going there with the kids, but I keep it very simple because they're in charge and I don't want it to be too difficult. And then Friday is always leftovers to try to clean out the fridge. So those pretty much remain the same between soups. In the purple, that just means it's for the couple, and I try to give a variety. They always like certain soups on certain days. So Tuesday is broccoli and cheese, and Thursday is wild rice soup, and I try to give a little bit of variety in between there. So I don't really know. Oh, Sundays are a little different. So we're in a borrowed church, so basically we get to use the church building once the congregation that owns it is done. And so that means that we actually start our church, actually we leave for church at 11:30 because we actually even have to set it up. So our breakfast is like a brunch for Sundays. So I try to keep those pretty simple. So sometimes we have, like lunch in here, but to be honest, I was like, nope, this isn't working. And so we just have breakfast and dinner on Sundays, and we're very little house on the prairie there. Easy work, as simple as possible. So like I said, most of the meals, they're just simple. If I wanted to, I can kind of go through and make changes. So for example, this rotisserie chicken, it's a little unfortunate because it's right on the heels of a baked chicken. So I don't really want to do both baked chickens within 2 days of each other. But I'm no longer buying the rotisserie from the grocery store, even though it's pretty inexpensive, because the last 4 or 5 times we've done it, like my husband and I just don't feel good afterwards, and we kind of have a funny headache. So we just decided to set that aside, and that is again been within the last month or so. So I'm gonna try to figure that out. But if I keep it basic, we could just do the veggies and pesto pasta and maybe like a sausage or something, which is kind of unfortunate since we did that here. But like I said, that one's a little work, but so far I haven't opened the fridge and been like, oh my goodness, what are we gonna eat? So far it's been okay. But yeah, I have some recipes that I have done with what you see here. I know I've done that one. This one you can kind of see it's a little crazy. So again, Friday leftovers, and then we had a top sirloin. We had like a bigger meal plan here because we were doing a big old meal for some company coming over, and it was supposed to be whited out, and it didn't. But we just ended up doing breakfast for dinner this Friday, and the following month, and I'll probably do something similar next week. So anytime I just have a salad on here, I have it on here a couple of times. So there's different options here for that. I can do like a taco salad, a pizza salad, a Caesar salad, any kind of salad. That one, it just means that. Just kind of do a fun salad. So, if you have any questions, let me know. Again, I'm kind of working on this back here so I have a full idea of what I'm going to need within the month. And then every week, it's breezy over here. Okay, let's try this again. And then every week I just go through my ads here, and I make a grocery list. And then kind of as I try to build up and based it on that, I can make a pretty good grocery list. Like the chicken is on sale $1.39 when you buy 3 pounds or more. So I kind of want to get a little bit to stock up on that. And then looking over here, I need about 10 meals worth of chicken, or of the chicken bosoms, chicken chests, chicken whatever, chicken boobs, whatever it is. I'm going to need about 10 meals worth. So that kind of helps me out here, and that's again stuff like the wild rice soup and any other thing we've got here. So this has been working out really well. I hope this video is helpful, you know, for some of you out there just trying to keep things simple. Sometimes things like, okay, we're gonna do Taco Tuesday or Pasta Friday or Fish Friday or Pasta Saturday, you know, all that kind of things, it still means work during that day. You wouldn't think that, okay, something as simple as that is gonna take brain power, but after a full day of getting up, doing blog work that I need to do, jumping into homeschool, getting that hour lunch time to kind of get the house tidied up, meals prepped, so that I can go into another block time of teaching, into making meals for couples, into evening activities. I really, at the end of the day, just don't have any brain space left to try to think, okay, pasta day, what are we going to do? It just wasn't working out so well. And then there wasn't anything wrong in the way I had it last time with the whole 30 meals that we like in the back of a planner. It's just sometimes I would not feel like making one of those, even though maybe I had all the ingredients. And so, you know, I maybe wouldn't have put that effort out. And just done something similar. So my kids were getting really sick of stuff like stir fry because I'm like, okay, it's easy, we're just gonna do it. But so yeah, this has been working out again really well. I'm going into month 3. It's also been really good, kind of helping me keep on track with our budget. Our budget to feed the 9 people, 7 in our family and the 2 elderly couple. Our budget is about $800 a month. Before kind of sticking to this and keeping to this, we were going closer to $900 a month, and I really needed to get that under control. So this really helped. And I hope this is helpful to somebody out there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.